All right, so this is our yoga flow. We'll need just a set of blocks and a strap is optional, but we probably won't use it today. Let's get started today in a child's pose. So drawing your knees wide, sinking your hips towards your heels, reaching your arms long to the top. You can rest a block underneath your chest, between your knees, allowing your forehead to rest on the floor or a block. Noticing your belly rise on the inhale, belly falls on the exhale. Maybe setting an intention for class this morning, something you're grateful for, something you're looking to achieve. On your next breath in, fill all the way to the top. Try taking one more sip of air. Now seal your lips, breathing in and out through your nose, creating heat within your body, using only your breath. Belly rise on the inhales and falls on the exhales. In and out through your nose. Expanding your rib cage in all dimensions, top to bottom, front to back, side to side, with each sip of air you take in. Noticing your rib cage, decompressing back toward your spine as you exhale. On your next inhale, walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Hands can be on or off of your mat. Left bicep hugs in towards your left ear. Lengthening the left side body, reaching from your left pinky all the way to your left toe. On your next inhale, return back to center. Hold it for the exhale. Inhale, this time walking your hands over to the left side of your mat, on or off of your mat. Finding length along the right side. One more round of breath wherever you are. Inhale, return back to center. Reach your fingertips as far forward as they'll go. Inhale, rise up, stack your shoulders over your hips, knees in towards your glutes. Your shoulders over your wrists, knees in towards your glutes. Exhale, elbows tuck in, lower all the way down. Keep your heels into your hips. Press up and back, returning back to your child's pose. We're going to repeat that 2 more times. Inhale, rock forward. Shoulders over your wrist. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press. Lengthen the arms, press the hips back. Hold it for the exhale. Inhale, rise forward. Last one this time, we're going to stay down. Exhale, lower all the way down. Once you arrive, tap your toes. Walk your heels into hip width. Pressing to the tops of your feet, little to no weight in your palms. Elbows to the sky. Press up, mini cobra. Squeeze your backside. Exhale, release back down. Once more, inhale, press up, mini cobra. Exhale, lower down. Keeping your left hand under your shoulder, reach your right arm long directly from your right shoulder. Relax your lower body, wiggle out your legs. Return back to center, press into your right foot, inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Stay here or pivot onto your right hip for broken wing. You can bend that top knee in front or behind your lower leg. Allowing the right shoulder and the left hip to open just a little bit more. Inhale, return back to center, both hips grounded. Walk your right hand under your right shoulder. Extend your left arm directly up your left shoulder. Wiggle out your leg, relax your lower body. Return back to center, press into your left foot, inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. Stay here, pivot onto your left hip. Maybe you bend that top knee in front or behind, allowing the left shoulder and the right hip to open on this side. Exhale, return back to center. Walk your left hand under your left shoulder. One more mini cobra. Press up. Squeeze your backside. Maybe lift your palms. Lower your palms. Lower your chest. Walk your hands to your lower rib cage. Elbows to the sky. Press up, full cobra. Gaze over your left shoulder. Back to center. Over your right shoulder. Back to center. Maybe you cover your thighs, finding upward facing dog. You can come to tabletop or tuck your toes, hips to the sky, coming to our first downward facing dog. Pedal out the heels, deep bend and extend to one knee at a time, allowing your hips to sway side to side. Gentle gaze towards the tops of your thighs. Biceps are hugging close in towards your ears. Big breath in. Big breath out. With a deep bend in both of your knees, walk your feet towards your wrists, coming to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins, crown of your head pulling away from your hips. Lengthen through your collarbone, up dog your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Allow your rib cage to sandwich towards the tops of your thighs. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows for a ragdoll. Lengthening through the crown of your head. Find a gentle sway side to side. You're finding complete stillness in your forward folds. Sway, come back to center. Release your hands toward your toes. Slowly rise up one vertebrae at a time. Head, neck, and shoulders last to arrive. Roll your shoulders down and back. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. One more big sweep. Inhale, arms reach. Keep the arms overhead. Exhale, stagger the right foot behind the left for a curtsy stance. Left hand grabs right wrist. Pulling your upper body to the left, bumping your hips to the right. Hold that side bend. Now lean back. Gaze up towards the sky. Inhale, return back to center, right foot under your right hip, arms overhead. Big breath in, big breath out. Stagger your left foot behind the right for a curtsy stance. Right hand grabs left wrist, side bend to the right, hips to the left. Now lean back, gaze up towards the sky. Inhale, return back to center, both feet under your hips. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, big sweep overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward, reach for your toes. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold, plant your hands. Step or hop your feet back, coming into a high plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, flow through upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Pedal out the heels, deep bend and extend into one knee at a time. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee, stack your hip, circle out your right ankle. Wiggle out your toes, you can circle your right hip. Inhale, kick your right leg straight back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step it through runner's lunge. Find your focus. Inhale, rise up, high crescent, shoulders stacked over the hips, arms forward, overhead. To get deeper into your crescent lunge, bend into your back knee and press your heel back towards the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning crescent, hinge forward, spark both arms back. Inhale, rise 2 more times. Exhale, hinge and sweep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open up, warrior 2, deep bend to that right knee. Holding here and breathing, stacking your shoulders directly over your hips, gazing over your right fingertips. Maybe peering down, you can see your right big toe to the inside of your right knee. Inhale, lift big star, straighten the front leg, arms overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, returning back to warrior two. Flip your right palm to the sky. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm can draw down your left leg or bind it around to your right hip. Gazing up and under your right arm. Big breath in. Exhale, straighten the right leg, arms to the horizon. Now bump the hips back. Reach your right fingertips forward, right arm down, left arm to the sky for triangle pose. Gazing down to add balance, or gazing up to challenge your balance. Imagine your body's between two panes of glass. Left shoulder stacked directly over the right. To get deeper into this sensation, you can draw your left arm further back behind you, or stack it directly on top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Left arm down your left leg or bind it around to your right hip. Gazing under your right arm. Try to high five that wall behind you with your right hand. Stay here, flex your right toes, engage your right quadricep to find archer. Big breath in, big breath out. If you're an archer, gently lower your right toes. Take one more sip of air in. Exhale, cartwheel down, bend into your front knee, pivot your right toes. Frame your right foot, step your right foot back. Option to lower the knees, option to hover the right leg. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal, 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 come back to your breath. Come back to your intention. Finding your focus. Inhale, lengthen the left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee, stack your hip. You can add some movement to your left toes and ankle. Maybe add some circles to your left hip. What you did on the right side, repeat on the left side. Kick your left leg straight back, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Runner's lunge, step it through. Find your focus. Inhale, rise, high crescent. Shoulders stacked directly over the hips. To open up your shoulders, you can spiral your pinkies inward. You can get deeper into your lunge by bending your back knee and pressing your heel closer towards the floor. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, lightning crescent, hinge forward. Draw both arms back. Inhale, rise, two more times. Exhale, sweep, hovering and holding, carrying over your left toes. Once more, inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Commit to that bend the left knee, gazing over your left fingertips. Imagine your left heel is towards the inside of your right arch. Deep bend that left knee. Maybe you see your left big toe to the inside of your left knee. Inhale, lift big star. A little stretch here. Straighten that left leg, arms overhead. Exhale, warrior two. I love flowing the big star from warrior two. It's a nice rest for that hip flexor on the left side. Once more, inhale, lift. Exhale, bend, settle into that left knee. Commit to the bend. Flip your left palm to the sky. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Right arm down your right leg or bind it around to your left hip. Gaze up and under your left shoulder. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, straighten your left leg, arm to the horizon, palms down. Bump your hips back, reach forward. Left arm down, right arm to the sky. That left hand can hover in space, can tap the floor or a block. Or just rest on the inside of your left shin. Same options here. Gazing up to challenge your balance or gazing down to add balance. The most important part is that your top right shoulder is stacked directly over the left. Avoid rolling forwards. You can always open your shoulder out to the back. One more sip of air in. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Keep that front leg straight, right arm down your right leg or bind it around to your left hip. High five that wall behind you. Stay here or to find archer, engage your left quadricep. Dig your left heel into the floor, toes to the sky. Big breath in. Big breath out. If you're an archer, lower your left toes. Exhale, cartwheel down, frame your left foot. Pivot your right toes. Step your left foot back. Option to hover. Option to lower the knees. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Come back to your breath. Hopefully we're feeling nice and warm. We're going to continue with that flow. And we're going to add on a little bit of spice. I'll let you know when the changes are coming. Option to stay in the pose that we started with in the flow, or try something different. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee. Stack your hip. Change here. Stay in scorpion or allow that right foot to be so heavy that it falls to the outside of your left foot. Flipping your dog, coming into wild thing. Press your hips to the sky, reach your right arm back behind you. Maybe lift your right heel off the floor, engage your right calf. If you're in wild thing, plant your right hand back to the mat. We'll all return to three-legged dog. Hips are square, right leg to the sky. We're back on track. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through runner's lunge. Change here. Option to place a block to the inside of your right foot. At any height, left hand on the floor on a block. Reach your right arm to the sky. Twisted lunge. Circle out your right wrist. Circle out your shoulder, forwards and backwards. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap your left hip or thigh. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. One more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach right fingertips to the sky. Find length through your left fingertips. Option to lower that back left knee at any time. Inhale, lengthen, lift your chest. Draw your right arm back, left arm forward, revolve lunge. Big breath in. On your exhale, exalted lunge, right arm down to the inside of your left thigh, left arm to the sky. Gazing up to challenge your balance or gazing forward to add balance. Inhale, we'll all bring our gaze forward. Right arm meets the left, high crescent, we're back on track. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning crescent, spark those fingers back, gaze over the right toes. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Holding here and breathing. Option to stay here or press off of that back foot to find bird. Hips are square. So spark those fingers behind you. Maybe bring your hands to heart center. Hands can come to the floor or blocks. If you're in lightning crescent, stay there. Try lifting your rib cage off of your thighs. If you're in bird, flex your left toes. We're going to pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Bend into your front knee. Plant your back foot. Inhale, rise up. We'll all meet in high crescent. Back on track. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Deep bend that right knee. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, lift, big star, straighten the right leg, arms overhead. Exhale, warrior 2. 2 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift and stay, change here. Bring your hands to heart center. We're gonna find Skadasana at the back of the mat. Flex your right toes, bend into your left knee, sink your hips down. You can pause at any height, high, medium, or sinking your hips all the way to your left heel. You can add some movement to your right toes. Hands can come to the floor or blocks. Gently return back to center, hands to heart center. We're going to surf back to warrior two. As you press into that back left foot, we're going to bend that right knee. Nice. Flip your right palm to sky, back on track. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Gaze up towards the sky, big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, rise up, arms to the horizon. Bump your hips back, tick-tock your right arm down, left arm to the sky, find triangle pose. Gazing up or down. Stay here, pulse it for 3, 2. Last one, hold it low, reverse your triangle. Keeping that right leg straight, big breath in, big breath out. Change here, bend into that front knee, extended side. Maybe you hover your bottom arm, or you can release it to your right elbow. Long line of energy from your left fingertips all to your left toes. Big breath in. Exhale, frame your right foot, pivot your left toes. Step your right foot back, come into your flow. Maybe hovering your right leg, maybe knees are down toward the floor. Elbows close in towards your rib cage. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Pedal, 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 big breath in, big breath out. You've got this. We're going to repeat that on the left side. Take out anything that doesn't suit you, but try something different. If you tried it on the right side, try it on the left side. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee, stack your hip, find scorpion pose. Stay here or allow that left foot to be so heavy that it comes towards the floor, flipping your dog into wild thing. Reach your left arm overhead. Maybe pop your left heel. If you're in scorpion, stay there. If you're in wild thing, plant your left hand. We will all meet back in three-legged dog. Hips are square. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, back on track. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through, runner's lunge. Option to place a block at any height on the inside of your left foot. Right hand on the floor, block. Left arm to the sky. Gazing up, circle out your left wrist. Circle out your shoulder, forwards and backwards. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, tap your right hip or thigh. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Once more, inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift your left fingertips to the sky. Maybe rise off of your right palm. Press your finger pads into the floor. Find length of your right fingers. Twisted lunge. Inhale, rise, lift your chest. Left arm back, right arm forward, revolve lunge. Always option to lower that back right knee at any time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, exalted lunge, left arm down, right arm to the sky, gazing up or forward. Commit to bend that left knee. Inhale, we'll all meet back in high crescent, both arms overhead. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning crescent, hinge forward, sweep both arms back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Stay here in lightning crescent or press off of that back foot. Finding bird. Hips are square. Avoid opening that right hip. Hands can come to the floor, to blocks, heart center. If you're in lightning crescent, stay there. If you're in bird, keep your right toes flexed. We're going to pulse it here for 3, 2. Last one. If you're in bird, bend to your front knee, plant your right foot. Inhale, we'll all meet back in high crescent. Open the right foot, arms to the horizon, warrior 2. Deep bend that left knee, gazing over your left fingertips. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift and stay. Change here. We're going to find Skonasana at the back of the mat. Hands to heart center. Flex your left toes. Bend into your right knee. My guard dog. Sinking your hips down towards your right heel. Maybe staying high. Maybe coming towards the midline. Hands can stay at heart center. Or you can plant your hands to the floor or blocks. Maybe some movement to your left toes. Take what you need on this side. Are you done? Bring your hands back to heart center. Press into your right foot as we straighten the right leg. Bend into your left knee, circling back to warrior two. Inhale, lengthen. Flip your left palm to the sky. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Right arm down your right leg or bind it around to your left hip. Big breath in. Exhale, straighten your left leg, arms to the horizon, bump your hips back. Carve your left hand down, right arm to the sky. Triangle pose. Stacking your top shoulder directly over the bottom. Stay here, pulse with me for 3. That's 2. Last one. Keep that left leg straight. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Right arm down your right leg, or always you can bind. High five that wall behind you. To find archer, engage your left quadricep, flex your toes. If you're an archer, lower your toes. Big breath in. Exhale, bend into your left knee, extended side. Reach your fingertips forward. Maybe release your left elbow towards your left knee. Big breath in. Exhale, pivot your right toes, cartwheel down, frame your front foot. Step your left foot back, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come into your flow. Exhale, back to down dog. Pedal out the heels, big breath in. Big breath out. All right, we're gonna flow through that once more. Breath to movement, so a little bit faster. Go at your own pace, using my voice just as a guide. I add a few more things in, little surprises. Inhale, right leg to the sky, bend your knees, scorpion pose, or flip your dog for wild thing. Holding here for 1 breath. Exhale, return back to 3-legged dog. Right foot to the sky, exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen, change here, right knee to left elbow. Stay or kick it through. Fallen triangle. You can hover that bottom leg, you can lift your left arm to the sky. Plant your left hand if it's lifted, knee to nose, kick it straight back. Exhale, step through, runner's lunge. Left arm on the floor, on the block, right arm to the sky, circle out your wrist. Circle out your shoulder. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Exhale, tap your left hip or thigh, only 2 times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift, find length. Lift your chest, revolve lunge. Exhale, exalted lunge. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, lightning crescent, hinge forward, sweep both arms back. One more time, inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep, stay here, find bird. Pulsing for 3, 2. Last one, plant your left foot if it's lifted. Inhale, rise, all meet back at high crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lift, big start 2 times. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lift, stay here, find Skonasana in the back of the mat. Holding here for 1 breath. Exhale, flow back to warrior 2. Flip your right palm to the sky. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, triangle pose. Right arm down, left arm to the sky. Big breath in. Big breath out. Change here. Stay in triangle pose or press off of that back foot. Find half moon. Right arm reaches a foot or 2 in front. Flex your left toes. Gazing down to add balance. Gazing forward or up to challenge your balance. If you get the weebles and wobbles, that's okay. Embrace it. It's all part of practice. We'll all return back to triangle pose. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Big breath in. Exhale, extend to side, reach the fingertips forward. Long line of energy, exhale, cartwheel down. Frame your right foot, step your right foot back. Exhale, find your flow. Big breath in. Big breath out, pedal, pedal, pedal. All right, one more time on the left side. We're moving quickly, so feel free to make any adjustments. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee, stack your hip, find scorpion pose. Stay here or flip your dog. Press your hips to the sky, holding here for one breath. Exhale, we'll all return to three-legged dog, hips are square. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Left knee to right elbow. Stay here, kick it through. Fallen triangle. Option to hover the bottom leg. Option to reach your right arm to the sky. Return back to your tuck. Kick it up and back. Return back to runner's lunge. Right hand on the floor on a block inside of your left foot. Left arm to the sky. Circle out your wrist. Circle out your shoulder, forwards and backwards. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap your right hip or thigh. Inhale, reach, last one. Exhale, tap. Find length through your right fingertips, twisted lunge. Exhale, revolve lunge. Big breath in. Exhale, exalted lunge. Inhale, we'll all meet back in high crescent. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning crescent only 2 times. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Stay in lightning crescent or press off of that back foot. Finding bird. Pulsing here for 3, 2, and 1. Step that right foot down. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Exhale, pivot, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, lift, big star, only 2 times. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lift. Option for Skadasana or stay in big star. We're holding here for one more round of breath. Press into that back foot, surf back to warrior 2. Deep bend that left knee. Left palm to the sky. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Big breath in. Exhale, cartwheel down, triangle pose. Holding here and breathing. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Ooh, we didn't do half moon. Let's go back to triangle. All right, if you want to take half moon, bend into your front knee. Press off of that back foot. Plant your left hand on the floor or on the block. Flex your right toes. It does not matter how high or how low your right leg is lifted. You want to stack that right hip directly over the left. Gazing down to add balance, gazing forward or up to challenge your balance. If you're in triangle, stay there. If you're in half moon, bend your front knee. We'll all meet back in triangle. Exhale, reverse. Now we're back on track. Exhale, extend to side, bend into your front knee. Big breath in. Exhale, cartwheel down, frame your front foot. Pivot your back toes, step your left leg back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal, 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 big breath in. I walked my dog this morning, so I put SPF on my face. Now it's just running into my eyes. Oh my goodness. All right, big breath in. Let's cool it down now. All right, reach your right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee, stack your hip. Keep that right knee bent. Draw your right knee towards your right wrist. Coming into pigeon pose. Release your left knee down. You can slide your left foot back by keeping the left toes tucked. When you get to a comfortable position, untuck your back toes. You can place a block at the lowest setting under your right hip to keep the hips square. For a gentle back bend, walk your hands towards your midline on the floor or on blocks. Gaze up, look up. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Sleepy pigeon. Slowing down your breath. Maybe add a gentle sway side to side. Turn back to center. Plant your hands under your shoulders, lift your chest. Stay here for a breath. Now walk your hands closer in towards your midline, as close as you can by keeping your chest upright. Tuck your back left toes. We're going to lift our hips, coming into curtsy pyramid. So unlike a traditional pyramid pose where that front foot is staggered off to the right and your back foot is off to the left at a 45, both feet are facing towards 12 o'clock. They can be slightly staggered, they can be crisscrossed, they can be directly in front. Maybe add a slight bend into one or both knees. But just like a traditional pyramid pose, you want to pull that right hip back, press that left hip forward, keeping the hips square, finding that stretch along the outer right side of your right leg. One more breath here. Bend into your front knee, plant your hands in front of you. Step your right foot back, come into your down dog. If you want, you can add a flow, you can just stay here in down dog, your choice. We'll all return back and meet in downward facing dog, pelling out the heels. Gently lower the heels, lift your left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee, stack your hip, find scorpion pose. Keep that left knee bent. Draw your left knee towards your left wrist, releasing your back knee down. You can keep that back foot tucked, slide that right leg back as far as it'll go. Maybe placing a block under your left hip to keep the hips square. Maybe walking your hands towards your midline on the floor or on blocks. Add your gentle back bend. Stay tall or hinge forward, coming into sleepy pigeon. And add a gentle rock side to side. Take what you need on this side. Sway back through center. Walk your hands under your shoulders, lift your chest. Stay here for a breath. Now walk your fingertips as close in towards your midline without losing your balance. We're going to tuck those back toes once again. Lift the hips, planting that front foot where it was from that half pigeon. Coming into curtsy pyramid. You can begin by adding a bend to one or both of your knees. To get deeper into that stretch, you can try straightening one or both. No matter if you have a bend in one or both knees or your knees are straight, think about drawing that right hip forward, left hip back to keep the hips square. Feeling that sensation along the outer left leg. Wherever you are, one more big round of breath. In and out through your nose. We're going to release the lower back. Walk your hands to the inside of your left foot. Pivot your toes to the long edge of your mat. Toes are slightly inward, heels out, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Hands can rest on blocks or on the floor, allowing the crown of your head to pull further towards the floor beneath you. Releasing your lower back. You can grab opposite elbows for a ragdoll. Maybe find stillness, or maybe find a gentle sway side to side. If your elbows are brushing the floor and you prefer them not to, toe your feet closer in. If you wish to bring your hands or your forehead closer towards the floor, toe your feet further apart. Gently sway back through center, release your hands to the floor. Flip your fingertips to the opposite end of your mat, through your heels. Walk your fingertips through for a shoulder stretch. Weight is in your heel, maybe lift your toes. Walk your hands back to center. This time walk your hands over to your right foot. Left hand on the floor or a block, maybe on your ankle, your calf, or your thigh. Reach your right arm to the sky. Wide-legged forward fold with a twist. Opposite hand to opposite foot. Gazing up or down. Exhale, release your right hand to meet the left. Walk your hands through center. This time over to the left side. Right hand on the floor on a block inside of your left foot. Left arm to the sky. Gazing up or gazing down. How this side feels compared to the right side that you just did. Turn your left hand to meet the right. Walk your hands back through center. Pivot your heels in, toes up. So you want your heels a little bit wider than your hips. Reach your arms out to the horizon. Inhale, rise all the way up. Squeeze your glutes. Engage your core. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to find a yogi squat. So bend into both knees. Chest is lifted like you're sliding down a wall behind you. Knees draw wide, tracking over your toes. You can pause at any height. Press into your heels. Inhale, rise up, big star. Reach your arms overhead. Big wide stance, take up space. Exhale, yogi squat, deep bend in both of the knees, chest lifted. Hands to heart center. Maybe you sink your hips an inch down lower this time. Inhale, rise up. Big star. Heels and toes out. One more time. This time we're going to stay low. Sinking the hips down low, hands to prayer. Chest is lifted. You can adjust the stance of your feet, bringing them closer in or further apart. You can rest your hips on one or two blocks. Maybe draw your elbows wide, pressing your knees open. And just coming into your breath. You can add a sway if that's part of your practice. You want to try some lower body stretches. You can lift your right calf or your right heel for a calf stretch. My goodness. Lower your right heel. Lift your left heel. Calf stretch for the left. Got it right that time. Lower your left heel. If you want to try both, and lift both heels. A little balance challenge. Lower one or both heels if they're lifted. You can try opening your wing, left arm down, right arm to the sky. Hands back to heart center. Of course, what you do on one side, always repeat on the other side. Return back to heart center. We're going to gently lower onto our bottoms here, so if you have blocks, set them off to the side. I'm going to return facing long ways to my mat. Keep that block close by. We're going to place that block between our knees. We're going to do some core work here. Option to place your hands behind your back for support or reach your arms forward. Round your spine. Think about bringing the waistband of your pants or your shorts closer towards the floor. Slowly roll back. One vertebrae at a time. Gazing towards the tops of your thighs to begin. As your lower back approaches closer towards the floor, maybe bring your gaze toward your navel. Round your spine, lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders, neck, and head. Tap your thumbs overhead. Release your arms by your side. Palms in, pinkies down, thumbs up. Walk your heels closer in toward your glutes, still squeezing that block. Inhale, hips and arms lift, thumbs tap overhead. Squeeze your glutes as high as you can. Exhale, lower the hips, lower the arms. We're going to add on. Inhale, hips and arms lift. Squeezing, maybe lifting an inch higher. Flip your palms to the sky, keep your hips high. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach. Palms flip in. Exhale, lower down. Pinkies in towards the floor. Inhale, hips and arms lift, thumbs tap overhead. Exhale, palms to the sky. Cactus the arms. Hips are high. Inhale, reach. Palms flip in. Exhale, lower the hips. Lower the arms. Still squeezing that block between your knees. Lift your knees over your hips, shins parallel, flex your toes. Bring your arms out to a T if you have space, or you can cactus your arms for a chest opener. Allow your knees to fall over to the right. That right knee does not have to touch the floor. Avoid letting that left shoulder lift up. Inhale, return back to center using your deep core muscles. Exhale, allow your knees this time to fall over to the left without lifting a single shoulder. Any part of your left knee or leg does not have to touch the floor. Inhale, return back to center. Release that block from between your knees. Plant your heels close in towards your glutes. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, setting the block on the lowest setting underneath your hips. Noticing the front side of your hips releasing as you settle into that block. Extend your right leg long, single leg stretch, allowing the right hip flexor to lengthen. Keep the right leg straight, extend the left leg long to meet the right. Now noticing both hip flexors lengthening. Keeping the left leg straight, bend your right knee back in towards your glutes, knee to the sky. Singling out the left leg. Keeping the right knee bent, draw your left knee in to meet your glutes. Bring the soles of the feet up towards the sky for supported legs up the wall. Begin by flexing your toes. Imagine trying to stamp the sole of your foot to the ceiling ahead of you. And pressing your sacrum into the floor beneath you. And just breathing. Stay here as long as you'd like. You can reach your fingers towards your toes. Maybe add some movement, pointing, flexing, circling out your wrists, your ankles, everything moving all class. You can add any movements, lifting and lowering one or both legs. You can also draw your toes overhead for a plow pose. Wherever you are, one more round of breath. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your feet on the floor. Press into the soles of your feet, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Release the block off to the side. Draw your knees into your chest, curl yourself into a tight ball. Head, neck, and shoulders can stay grounded or you can tuck them in. Maybe add some movement to your toes. Bringing the soles of the feet to the sky for happy baby. You can grab a hold of the back side of your thighs, the inside or outside edge of your calf, or the outer edge of your feet. Pressing your lower back into the floor. So if your lower back is lifting up, bring your grip closer in towards your hips. Finding stillness, or maybe you sway gently from side to side. Gently return back to center. Right foot to the sky. Extend your left leg long. Single leg happy baby. Flexing your left toes. Hover your left leg for an active stretch. Keep hovering and flexing your left leg. Release your right foot, calf or thigh. Bind your hands on your right shin as you draw your right heel in towards your glute. Right knee towards your right shoulder, avoiding your rib cage. When removing pose on the right side. Lower your left leg. Release your grip. Left hand to the outside of your right knee. Drawing your right knee across your midline over to the left side of your body. Your right knee can tap the floor, a block, or just hover. Gazing up to the sky or over your right shoulder for a deeper stretch. Think about pulling that right hip further to the wall to your left. Less of pulling that knee, more the twist being your hips. And now come back to center, keeping the right knee bent. Both hips grounded, release your right foot to the inside of your left leg for reclined tree pose. And just breathing. Letting go of any tension that you're holding anywhere in your body. Allowing that right knee to fall open. Relax your left quadricep. Plant your right foot on the floor. Flex your left toes. Inhale, lift and lower for 3. That's 2, just when you all thought we were done with 4. 1 more. Hold the left foot to sky. Flex the toes. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Draw that left knee away from your midline. Bring your arms out to a T or a cactus. Still flexing the left toes. Allow your knees to fall from side to side. Once more in each direction. Keeping both shoulders grounded. Gently return back to center. Plant your left foot to meet the right. Draw your knees into your chest and then returning back to your happy baby. Hands on your feet, your calves, your thighs. Rolling side to side or finding ultimate stillness. If you're swaying, gently come back to center. Left foot stays to the sky. Right leg extends long, flexing your right toes, hovering your right leg. Single leg happy baby. Release your left heel towards your glutes. Find your hands on your left shin. Left knee drawing up towards your left shoulder, away from your rib cage. Add some movement to your left toes. Release your right foot, release the grip on your left shin. Right hand to the outside of your left knee. Gently draw your left knee across your midline, over to the right side. Gentle gaze over your left shoulder. Right leg stays long, left knee bent, bringing the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Letting go of tension that you're holding in your left calf or ankle, melting into the mat. Left foot on the floor, knee to the sky. Flex your right toes, lift and lower for 3. And 2. Last one, hold the right leg to the sky, toes flex, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, draw your right knee away from your midline. Bring your arms back to a T or a cactus, and allow your knees to fall side to side. Once more in each direction. Gently return back to center. Plant your right foot to meet the left. Draw your knees back into your chest. Hug yourself into a tight ball. Big breath in. On your exhale, extend your arms and legs long in opposite direction. Full body stretch. Create a tiny arch in your lower back. And then gently releasing your arms by your side. Pinkies in, thumbs out, palms up to receive. To allow the front side of your hips and your knees to release. You can draw your heels towards one another, toes fall open. To your final resting pose for Shavasana. Resume normal breathing as you scan your body from head to toe for what needs release. Relaxing your forehead and the space between your eyebrows. Relaxing your jaw, your shoulders away from your ears. Relaxing your chest and your belly. relaxing your glutes and your quads, allowing your calves to melt into the floor, toes fall wide. Begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bringing awareness back into your breath, back into your body. Draw your knees into your chest, reaching your arms around your thighs or your shins. Maybe crossing one ankle over the other. Rock and roll yourself a few times for a gentle massage along your spine, as many times as you need before coming up to a comfortable seat at the center of your mat. You're welcome to place a block underneath your hips to allow the hips to open and more support. Maybe allow your sit bones to draw side to side. Return back to center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the gaze, spread your fingers wide, lengthen through your collarbone. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right hand to left knee, twist looking over your left shoulder. Hold the twist, inhale, lengthen. Twist a little bit deeper on your exhale. Inhale through center. Switching sides, exhale, left hand to right knee, twist looking over your right shoulder. Hold the twist, inhale, lengthen, twist a little bit deeper on the exhale. Inhale, return back to center. Exhale, hands to heart. I invite you to bring a gentle gaze behind your eyes as we bow and bring our thumb towards our third eye in prayer. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my practice with you each and every week. The light love in me honors, cherishes, and respects the light love and yogi in each and every one of you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.